If you're aged 65 to 80 and can still do these 8 things, you're not just aging gracefully, you're truly a rare find, and your odds of reaching 100 are better than you might imagine. Longevity isn't solely about luck or genetics. It's really about the little things, the everyday actions you take, often without even recognizing how important they are. Lots of folks think that getting older means things have to go downhill, but that's just part of the picture. Some folks really do keep their strength, flexibility, and mental sharpness well beyond what many might think. They glide through life, effortlessly, stay connected, and hold on to skills that many of their peers find challenging. These are the folks who often enjoy not just a longer life, but a better one too. In this video, we're going to explore 8 important things that make you stand out. If you can still do these things, you're well on your way to enjoying a longer, healthier life. You might find some of these surprising, but each one really shows how we can live longer, healthier lives. Stick around until the end, because the last point is something that doesn't cross most people's minds, but it has a big impact on how long and how well you live. Hey there! Before we dive in, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's a great time to do it. And don't forget to turn on the bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you're not a fan, just drop a 0 in the comments to share your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you so I can create even better videos for you. All right, let's dive in. If you can get up from a chair without using your hands, that's a good sign. One of the most obvious indicators of a long life isn't about how quickly you can walk or how heavy a weight you can lift. It's really something quite simple. If you can still rise from a chair without needing to use your hands for support, that's a great sign of your overall physical health, balance, and muscle strength. And even more importantly, it's one of the best indicators of how long you'll be able to keep your independence. As we get older, it's normal to experience some muscle loss, but the amount and speed at which it happens really depends on how we take care of our bodies. Being able to rise from a chair using just your legs shows that you have strong lower body muscles, good balance, and a stable core. If you find yourself needing to use your hands for support or leaning forward a lot to get up, it might be a sign that your leg strength is starting to fade. Remember the last time you stood up from your seat? Did you find yourself breezing through it, or did you feel like you could use a bit of a nudge? It's surprising how many folks don't notice they're losing strength until a little thing, like having a tough time getting up from a low chair, catches their attention. Consider someone like Harold, who is 77 years old. He had always been on the go, but one day he noticed that getting up from his recliner wasn't quite as effortless as it once was. He had to give a little shove with his hands. Initially, he believed it was simply a part of getting older. When his doctor shared that having strong legs is key to preventing falls, he made the choice to begin some easy exercises to build that strength back up. Before long, he was back on his feet with ease, and even more importantly, he felt stronger and more confident in the way he moved. This ability is really important because lower body strength is closely connected to how well we move and maintain our balance. When legs are weak, the risk of falling increases, and falls are among the top causes of injury-related issues for older adults. If you can get up from a chair without using your hands, it shows that your legs are still strong enough to hold you up. Your balance is looking great and your coordination is still on point. Both are fantastic signs for a long and healthy life. And if you've realized that you need your hands to push off, that's totally okay. Strength can be regained at any age. Easy exercises such as squats, seated leg lifts, and standing heel raises can really help bring back the muscle strength you need to keep this ability going strong. Staying consistent is the name of the game. Little steps taken every day can add up to significant achievements in the long run. Next time you get up from a chair, take a moment to notice how you go about it. If you can do it without breaking a sweat, that's a good indication that you're in better shape than you might think. It's a little thing, but it says a lot about your health in the long run. If you can walk at a brisk pace and still catch your breath, that's a good sign. One of the most powerful signs of a long life isn't just about the distance you can walk, but the speed at which you can do it. It's a little thing, but it says a lot about your health in the long run. If you can walk at a brisk pace and still catch your breath, that's a good sign. One of the most powerful signs of a long life isn't just about the distance you can walk, but the speed at which you can do it. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still stroll along at a good pace without feeling out of breath, you're part of a unique group. Did you know that how fast you walk can actually be tied to how long you live? Research has found that folks who keep a brisk walking pace often enjoy longer and healthier lives. This goes beyond just getting fit. It's all about keeping your heart healthy, breathing easy, building muscle endurance, and boosting your overall vitality. Walking at a steady, confident pace shows that your heart is strong and doing a great job pumping blood efficiently. Your lungs are doing a great job of getting oxygen to your body, and your muscles have the stamina to keep you going strong. Consider how you take each step. When you go out for a walk, do you stride with intention, or do you notice that you're taking it a bit easier than before? Do you find yourself needing to pause and take a breath after just a little bit of walking? A slower walking pace can be one of the first signs that health is on the decline, and it often occurs so gradually that many people don't even realize it. Consider a guy named William, who's 74 years young. He had always been an active guy, but he began to notice that his walks were taking a bit longer than they used to. At first, he figured he was just being careful, but then he started to notice something different. He noticed his breathing getting heavier as he made his way up a flight of stairs. That's when he figured it was time to start keeping an eye on how fast he was walking. He started timing himself over short distances, ensuring he could keep a steady pace without getting out of breath. As time went on, he built up his endurance, found his confidence again, and felt like he had turned back the clock. Walking is more than just a way to travel from one spot to another. It's a glimpse into our overall well-being. Keeping a strong, steady pace shows that your heart and lungs are doing their job well, your muscles are active, and your balance is right on point. But that's not all. Walking does wonders for your brain too. It helps keep your memory sharp and can even lower the chances of cognitive decline. If you're feeling a bit uncertain about your position, give this easy test a shot. Start off by walking at a comfortable pace for about 10 feet, then pick up the speed like you're trying to catch an elevator door before it shuts. If you can do this easily and without feeling out of breath, that's a fantastic indicator. If you're feeling a bit winded or off balance, it might be a good idea to focus on building your endurance. Well, I've got some great news for you. Boosting your walking speed doesn't have to mean hitting the gym hard. Regularly going for walks, paying attention to your posture, and trying to pick up the pace a bit. A small effort here and there can lead to big changes. Just a little boost in your walking speed can really make a difference, potentially adding years to your life. Next time you head out for a walk, take a moment to notice just how fast you're going. If you're still striding along with confidence and a good pace, that's a fantastic indication that your body is doing great and you're heading towards a long, healthy life. If you're still with me in this video and enjoying these insights, drop a comment with the number 2 below to let me know you're here. All right, let's keep going. If you can stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds, that's a good sign. Balance is something that often goes unnoticed until we begin to lose it. But here's the thing, your ability to balance, even if it's just for a few seconds, really shows how well your body is aging. If you're aged 65 to 80 and can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, you're doing great. Studies actually show that balance is closely tied to how long we live, and folks who keep their balance as they age often enjoy longer, healthier lives. Good balance goes beyond just avoiding falls. Your nervous system, muscles, and reflexes are all teaming up beautifully, and that's a great sign. Standing on one foot is a fun way to get your body working together. It involves your vision, your inner ear, and proprioception, which is just a fancy term for how your body knows where it is in space. When any of these systems begin to falter, balance is often one of the first aspects to take a hit. Remember the last time you tried to put on a sock while standing up? Did you manage to keep your balance, or did you have to lean on something for support? Sometimes a little shift in balance can sneak up on you, and folks often don't notice they're losing their footing until a sudden stumble or close call surprises them. Consider a guy named Frank, who's 76 years young. He had always been pretty active, but one day while getting dressed, he realized that balancing on one foot to put on his pants was a bit tougher than it used to be. He figured it was just a one-time thing, but when he attempted to stand on one foot on purpose, he could hardly keep his balance for more than a few seconds before toppling over. That really got my attention. He began adding balance exercises to his daily routine, and within weeks, he saw a remarkable change. Not only in his stability, but also in his confidence while moving around. Balance plays a crucial role in predicting fall risk, and as many of you might be aware, falls are among the top causes of injury and hospitalization for older adults. Having a solid balance can really reduce your risk of a serious fall that could change your life. If you're wondering about your position, give this easy test a shot. Find a solid counter or a sturdy surface nearby that you can hold onto if you need to. Try lifting one foot off the ground and see if you can keep your balance for a full 10 seconds. If you can do this with ease, that's a great indication. No need to stress if that's the case. Improving your balance can be as easy as doing some simple exercises like standing. Give it a try. Heel raises, side leg lifts, and shifting your weight from one foot to the other are great exercises to incorporate into your routine. Just remember, a little practice each day goes a long way in keeping your coordination on point. Keeping a good balance isn't just about staying upright. It's also about holding on to your independence for many years ahead. Having a strong balance allows you to navigate life with confidence, free from the worry of falling or losing your ability to move. Next time you're waiting in line at the grocery store or getting ready for bed, give balancing on one foot a shot for a few seconds. If you're able to do it effortlessly, consider it a great indication that your body is functioning well and that you're on the right path to a long, healthy life. Sign 4 means you can get down on the floor and back up all by yourself. One of the key signs of living a long life isn't solely tied to how strong or enduring you are. It's really about how well you can move. If you can still get down on the floor and get back up without any help, you've got a big edge over a lot of folks your age. Your ability to move freely showcases your flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and overall mobility. These factors are essential for keeping your independence as you grow older. As people get older, it's common for them to steer clear of the floor entirely, fearing they might struggle to get back up. However, once you stop using certain movements, your body begins to lose the ability to perform them. The ability to lower yourself down and push back up again shows that your legs, core, and upper body are still working together, which is something that can become less common after the age of 65. Remember the last time you accidentally dropped something on the floor? Did you pause for a moment before reaching down to grab it? Did you find it easy to get all the way down to the ground, or did it feel like a bit of a challenge? These little moments often show us more about our mobility than we might think. Consider a guy named Joseph, who's 78 years young. He never really considered getting down on the floor until one day when his grandson asked him to join in a board game while sitting there. He paused for a moment, not because he was unwilling to join in the fun, but because he wasn't quite sure if he could easily get back up afterward. That's when he figured out it was time to focus on his mobility. He began to practice slow, deliberate movements, squatting, kneeling, and pushing himself up with his legs rather than depending on furniture. As time went on, he found his way back to moving up and down with ease. And even more importantly, he felt that familiar confidence in his movements once again. Being able to rise from the floor on your own is a key indicator of how long you might live. Researchers have discovered that individuals who have difficulty with this movement tend to face more mobility challenges as they age. Why is that? It indicates a general decline in physical health, including weaker muscles, less flexibility, and balance issues. On the flip side, folks who keep this ability often stay active, independent, and strong-willed. If you're looking to challenge yourself, give this a shot. Stand near a chair for safety. Now, gently lower yourself down to the floor and see if you can rise back up without holding on to anything. If you can do that, it's a great indication that your muscles and joints are still working nicely. If you're having a tough time, keep your chin up. We can definitely enhance mobility by incorporating daily stretching, strength exercises, and practicing controlled movements that simulate getting up from a low position. Keeping this ability is more than just a matter of convenience. It's all about being self-sufficient. When you find yourself needing to bend down to grab something, tie your shoes, or catch your balance after a little trip, having the right strength and coordination can really turn things around. Next time you find yourself steering clear of the floor, take a moment to think, is it really about feeling uneasy about getting back up? If you can still do this movement easily, consider it a strong indication that your body is aging gracefully and that you're heading in the right direction for a long, healthy life. If you're still with me in this video and enjoying these insights, I'd love for you to drop a comment with the number 4 below to show you're here. All right, let's move forward. If you can carry a full grocery bag without breaking a sweat, that's a great sign. Strength goes beyond just pumping iron at the gym. It's all about tackling those daily tasks without breaking a sweat. If you can still handle a full grocery bag without too much effort, you're doing better than a lot of folks your age. Being able to lift and carry things with ease is a great sign of muscle strength. Building endurance and functional fitness can really help you lead a longer, healthier life. It's surprising how often folks overlook the significance of grip strength and upper body endurance until they notice a drop in those abilities. When you're carrying groceries, opening a jar, or lifting a suitcase, it takes more than just your arm strength to get the job done. Your shoulders, back, and core are all part of the action too. Research has indicated that grip strength is one of the best indicators of how long we might live. People with stronger grips often enjoy longer, healthier lives, while those who find basic lifting tasks challenging may face declines in mobility and overall health. Remember the last time you brought in the groceries? Did you grab the bags without a second thought? Did you ever find yourself needing to take a moment and adjust your stance to keep from overdoing it? Have you ever caught yourself needing a hand with everyday items that used to feel like a breeze to carry? Sometimes these little changes sneak in so slowly that folks hardly notice them at the beginning. Imagine someone like Richard, who's 75 years young. He had always taken pride in his independence. One day, after a regular trip to the grocery store, he noticed he was struggling to carry the bags up the front steps. It wasn't that the bags felt any heavier than they normally do. His body had just started to lose some of the strength it once possessed. That's when he decided to start doing some straightforward strength exercises, concentrating on his arms, shoulders, and grip. In just a few months, He found himself carrying his groceries with ease once more. He also realized that his energy levels had picked up, making everyday tasks feel a lot less exhausting. The great thing is that you can keep your strength up without needing to lift heavy weights or go through tough workouts. Even simple actions like squeezing a rubber ball to boost grip strength, lifting light hand weights, or doing push-ups against the kitchen counter can make a big difference. Staying consistent is the name of the game. A little bit of strength-based movement each day can really go a long way in helping you keep your muscle mass and avoid any unnecessary physical decline. Carrying groceries, lifting household items, and confidently holding on to things isn't just about making life easier. It's all about maintaining your independence. Having strong muscles means you're less prone to feeling tired, weak, or getting hurt. And most importantly, you'll be able to keep managing your daily activities independently and with confidence. Next time you pick up a grocery bag, take a moment to notice how it feels in your hands. If you can carry it comfortably, consider it a great indication that your body is aging gracefully and that you're set for a long, active life ahead. Sign 6 means you can make it up a flight of stairs without taking a break. Stairs may look like an easy task, but they actually serve as a great way to gauge your physical endurance, heart health, and lower body strength. If you can still make it up a flight of stairs without needing to pause for a breather, you're definitely ahead of the curve compared to many folks your age, and that's a great sign for a long and healthy life. Climbing stairs takes a mix of balance, strength, and good old-fashioned stamina. Your legs need to be strong enough to lift you up. Your heart and lungs need to work well together to keep that oxygen flowing smoothly. Your coordination has to be on point to maintain your balance. When any of these systems begin to falter, you'll find that climbing stairs gets noticeably tougher. Remember the last time you climbed a flight of stairs? Did you feel strong and steady, or did you find yourself taking a break halfway, feeling a bit out of breath? It's interesting how many folks don't notice their stamina slipping away until they find themselves steering clear of stairs, opting for elevators or escalators instead. Avoiding the issue only makes things tougher, resulting in even more muscle loss and less stamina as time goes on. Think about a guy named George, who's 73 years old. He would hop on the stairs without a second thought. As time went on, he began to make little changes, opting for the elevator more frequently, steering clear of buildings with stairs, or just taking his time to walk a bit slower. He didn't think much of it until one day he had to tackle a short flight of stairs at a friend's house, and by the time he reached the top, he was completely out of breath. That was his moment of realization. He started using the stairs whenever he could, taking it easy at first and slowly increasing his stamina. Before long, he began to see a difference. He felt a surge of strength in his legs. His breathing was easier, and tackling stairs was no longer a struggle. Being able to climb stairs really shows how well your heart is doing. Doctors frequently use stair climbing as a fast way to check cardiovascular fitness. If you can make it up a flight of stairs without feeling worn out, it's a good sign that your heart and lungs are doing their job well, which is a positive indicator for your long-term health. If you're looking to challenge yourself, seek out a staircase that has at least 10 steps. Take a nice, steady walk up and check in with yourself when you reach the top. If you can pull this off without pausing and without feeling out of breath, that's a great indication. If you're having a tough time, that's totally okay. You can definitely work on that. Using the stairs more frequently, walking with a bit of pep in your step, and incorporating some easy leg-strengthening exercises can really help boost your stamina, making those stairs feel less like a challenge. Being able to climb stairs isn't solely about having strength. It's all about holding on to your independence. If you can still pull this off with confidence, it shows that your heart is strong, your muscles are engaged, and your energy is really up there. Here are some great indicators that you're headed towards a long and healthy life. If you're still with me on this video and enjoying these insights, drop a comment with the number 6 below to let me know you're here. All right, let's keep going. One sign is that you can recall recent conversations and events with clarity. Staying physically healthy plays a big role in how long we live. But let's not forget that keeping our minds sharp is equally crucial. If you can remember recent chats, keep track of names, and stay mentally alert in your everyday life, you've got one of the best indicators of a long and satisfying life. Your memory and brain function are more than just indicators of intelligence. They show how well your brain, circulation, and nervous system are doing overall. As we get older, it's completely normal to experience some forgetfulness now and then, like when you misplace your keys or have a hard time remembering a word. However, there's a significant distinction between small lapses and clear cognitive decline. If you can still dive into deep conversations, remember recent events, and manage your daily tasks without too much trouble, you're doing much better than a lot of folks your age. Imagine your everyday routine. Ever find it tough to recall what you had for breakfast? Can you easily remember the details from a chat you had just yesterday? Can you still pick up new information, tackle challenges, and concentrate on intricate tasks? These little clues reveal a great deal about your brain's health. Consider a guy named Paul, who's 79 years young. He observed that while many of his friends were beginning to face challenges with memory loss, he still felt as sharp as ever, mentally. He had a knack for remembering details from conversations long after they happened, breezed through crossword and puzzles, and stayed right on top of the latest tech trends. He had no idea that his everyday routines, like reading, staying connected with friends, and pushing his brain to think, were actually what kept his mind sharp and tough. The brain works much like a muscle. It requires regular exercise to remain in top shape. Folks who dive into reading every day, enjoy strategy games, pick up new skills, or have engaging conversations often keep their mind sharp for a lot longer than those who don't. Being socially active is really important for keeping our brains healthy. Feeling isolated and not engaging with others can speed up cognitive decline, but regular chats and connections with family, friends, or community groups can really help keep your mind sharp. If you're looking to give your brain a little workout, see if you can remember what you had for dinner 2 nights ago, or challenge yourself to memorize a short list of words and then repeat them a few minutes later. If this feels easy for you, that's a fantastic indication that your brain is still in great shape. If it seems tough, no need to stress. There are lots of fun ways to keep your brain sharp. Reading, picking up new skills, getting involved in social activities, and even taking regular walks can boost brain function and help slow down cognitive decline. A keen memory goes beyond mere convenience. It's all about the quality of life. When your mind is sharp, you can keep making your own choices, having great conversations, and really enjoying life to the max. If you can still remember details easily and keep your mind engaged, that's one of the best signs of a long life ahead. Sign 8, you wake up feeling refreshed and eager to take on the day. One of the most often overlooked yet impactful signs of a long life is the quality of your sleep. If you're between 65 and 80 and still wake up feeling rested and ready to take on the day, you're definitely ahead of the curve compared to many folks in your age group. Getting a good night's sleep is one of the best things you can do for your long-term health. It plays a crucial role in everything from how your heart and brain work to how well your immune system functions and your overall energy levels. As we age, our sleep patterns tend to shift naturally. Lots of seniors find it tough to fall asleep, stay asleep, or they wake up too early and feel worn out during the day. If you're enjoying good sleep, where you drift off deeply, wake up feeling refreshed and stay alert throughout the day, that's a great indication that your body is doing its job and taking care of itself while you rest at night. Have you ever Pause to consider how you start your day when you wake up in the morning. Are you feeling pumped and ready to tackle the day ahead? Or do you feel a bit groggy, sluggish, and like you didn't quite get enough rest? Lots of folks think that bad sleep is just something that comes with getting older, but that's actually a misconception. It's normal to experience some changes in sleep, but if you find yourself waking up tired day after day, it might be worth looking into. This could point to some health concerns, such as circulation problems, hormone imbalances, or even sleep apnea that hasn't been diagnosed yet. Consider a guy like Roger, who's 74 years young. He used to sleep soundly through the night, without a hitch. But as he grew older, he began waking up several times, feeling restless and needing to catch some Z's during the day. Initially, he dismissed it as a normal part of getting older. However, after making a few simple changes, like setting a consistent bedtime, cutting back on screen time before sleep, and establishing a calming nighttime routine, he discovered that he was sleeping more soundly, waking up with greater energy, and feeling more alert during the day. Sleep is more than just waking up refreshed. It's really important for fixing cells, keeping your brain in top shape, and supporting your immune system. Getting good quality sleep can really help reduce the chances of heart disease, stroke, and even cognitive decline. They also keep a healthier weight and enjoy more consistent energy all day long. If you're wondering about the quality of your sleep, consider this. Do you wake up on your own without the help of an alarm clock? Do you drift off to sleep within 20-30 minutes of getting cozy in bed? How do you feel in the morning? Are you alert and focused? If you answered yes to these questions, that's a great sign. But if you're having trouble sleeping, don't brush it off. Making a few simple lifestyle changes, such as cutting back on caffeine in the afternoon, sticking to a regular bedtime, and keeping your bedroom cool and dark, can really have a positive impact. A body that gets enough rest is a strong body. Getting a good night's sleep leaves you feeling energized, sharp, and ready to tackle whatever the day throws your way. If you're one of those lucky folks who still enjoys quality sleep, that's a strong sign that your body is working well and you've got a good shot at a long, healthy life. Wrapping things up, as we finish up this video, take a moment to consider how many of these 8 signs resonate with you. If you found yourself nodding along and seeing these abilities in yourself, you're doing a lot better than you might think. Staying strong, balanced, and enduring, while keeping your mind sharp and enjoying quality sleep as you move into your 60s, 70s, and beyond, isn't just about being healthy. It's a great indicator that you're set for a longer, more independent life. Lots of folks think that getting older means things are going downhill, but that's only part of the picture. Your body and mind can remain strong and sharp even as you age, and these signs show just that. If you can still do these things, it shows that your muscles are functioning well, your heart is beating strong, your mind is staying sharp, and your energy levels are keeping up with your daily activities. In other words, you're not just getting older, you're really flourishing. Just keep in mind, even if you spotted a couple of spots where you could do better, it's always the right time to make a change. Strength can be regained, endurance can be enhanced, and balance and memory can be fine-tuned. Little by little, those steady efforts really add up, and no matter your age, your body can adjust and thrive. It's all about staying active, getting involved, and continually pushing your limits. How many of these signs do you see in yourself? Which one really caught your attention the most? We're eager to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let us know one thing you learned today and how you plan to put it into action in your life. We really value your thoughts, so feel free to share them with us. Your comments really inspire and motivate us. If you liked this video and found it useful, we'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Your support allows us to keep bringing you great content that informs and inspires. We appreciate you tuning in, and we can't wait to catch you in the next video.